Hey, how's it going? Today, you and I are going to be trying to use a Ninja Crispi Microwave to make some roasted whole chicken. And yes, it sounds weird. I've personally always frowned on using a microwave to cook raw meat, but we're going to give this a chance and see how it comes out. And maybe, just maybe, I'll change my mind. Or not. So you ready? Let's get into this. Okay, for this recipe, we need a raw 5-pound chicken, some petite red potatoes, a little bit of algae oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you like, but it's better to use something with a high smoke point because then you're not going to smoke your kitchen out. I'm using this algae oil right here for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it tastes really good, and no, it doesn't taste like algae. But the main reason is because it has a 535-degree smoke point. And as far as these oils go, this is the highest that I personally have ever seen. If you want some more information about this stuff, I do have a link down in the video description so you can check it out. It's expensive, but to me it's worth it. Okay, finally we have our herbs. For the chicken, we have salt, pepper, rosemary, and granulated garlic. And for the potatoes, we have salt, pepper, granulated garlic, oregano, and thyme. If you'd like to make this recipe, all the ingredients are down in the description of the video, along with the calories, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. So the first thing we want to do is prepare our potatoes. This is going to be really simple. You just want to make sure you clean these up really good first. Don't just take them out of the package and start going. That would be kind of gross. Really, all we want to do is just kind of cut these in half the long way and just throw them in that bowl. Just don't miss the bowl. All right, once we got them all cut, we're going to add in half of our oil. And we're going to mix in the herb combination that has the oregano and thyme in it. You only got to mix this long enough to try to get a little bit of a coating of the oil and herbs on all of the different pieces of potato here. Just make sure you don't have all your herbs on like 2 potatoes or something, because that'll be surprising when you're eating. Trust me. Don't ask how I know that. Okay, once they look about like that, we can set these aside. For chicken, you want to make sure that the surface is dry. You just take a little bit of paper towel and just pat dry it. And the more water that's on the surface of this thing, the less crunchy of a crust you're going to end up getting at the end. Also, when you get these out of the store, they usually have a bag with all the gizzards and stuff inside the cavity. Probably want to take that out. You're welcome to season that stuff, stick it back in there and cook it inside the chicken if you want to, but I frankly never do. Now for this, we're going to take the glass tray from the Ninja Crispi Microwave and be sure that we have the crisper plate in it. Then we'll throw our chicken in here. I like to take the wing tips and kind of just fold them underneath the front of the chicken just to keep it from getting annihilated too much. And we're going to tie the drumstick ends together with a little bit of twine. Next, we're going to take our remaining oil and we're going to use a brush to just coat that whole surface of the bird. Make sure you get the sides really good and the drumsticks and up underneath the drumsticks there too. Next, we have our herb combination with the rosemary. You could just sprinkle this on here like that, but if you do that, you're going to end up with all of it in one spot. So what I'd recommend doing is making sure you got this mixed up really good and then just grab it and sprinkle it on. You're going to get much better results this way. And it's sort of fun to do. At least it is to me. But if it wasn't, I probably wouldn't be making these videos, would I? Just be sure to get enough on there to get a nice, even coating all over it. Next, we're going to open up our Crispi Microwave. We're going to put our chicken in the bottom here. You'll notice we're not putting the potatoes in yet. Those are going to go in later. We'll close this up. And if you're wondering, yes, that is the correct time, unfortunately. What? To cook this, we're going to use the Fusion Crisp feature. So we just hit that button. You can see right now that it is blinking the microwave button. That means that the time right up there is microwave time, and we're going to set that to a crazy 30 minutes. I know it sounds insane, but trust me, this is going to be great. Or not. Once we got that set to 30, we're going to click over to air fry. You can see that it's reset to 15. That is just the air fry time, and we want that to be 45. Now, all we gotta do is start. All right, so we're gonna let this cook all the way through the microwave portion and let it start the air fry. When there's about 30 minutes left in the air fry, then we're gonna add our potatoes. Okay, we're finishing up the microwave portion right now, and it should be changing just like that. So now we're on to the air fry mode, and we just gotta wait a few more minutes so we can put the potatoes in. All right, we're ready to add in our potatoes. So we're gonna open this up. Just be really careful because everything in here is gonna be hot, even the inside of the door. Be sure you're using oven mitts. So we're gonna grab out our chicken. And we're gonna fill in some of these voids here with these potatoes. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you wanna learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. And now we're gonna get this back in the microwave. Well, I'm telling you, it looks pretty good right now. Better than I thought it would. This might turn out to be pretty good because it does smell really good too. Now we can just continue with the air fry. Okay, let's check this out. Again, don't forget your mitts. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, we'll check our internal temperature, and that's right around 160, so that's good. So we'll pull that out. We'll let this rest for a couple minutes, and then we'll cut into it and see how this tastes. Does have a little bit of crunch to it though. Okay, let's check this out. First, we'll take a potato. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Can't really complain too much about that, especially since there was no effort whatsoever. These are cooked through, so that's all we can really ask for. Some of them are a little bit darker like this, but those are just a little crunchier, which probably gonna like better. But now for the real test, we gotta see how this chicken tastes. Well, it's juicy. It's very juicy. And it smells really good too. Let's see. Well, it's looking nice. A nice little crunch to the skin. And that actually tastes really good. I'm proven wrong here a little bit because I was thinking for sure this was going to have that microwave sort of rubbery, dry texture to it, but this is not that. Yeah, that just looks great. So this, I'm going to call a success. When I started recording this video, I thought for sure this was going to be a nasty, disgusting, rubbery mess. But you know what? It actually ended up coming out really good, and the best part is that it's super, super easy to do. But really it boils down to what you think about it. Send me a comment down below and tell me your thoughts. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Ninja Crispi Microwave, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay, 1 cent. If you like this video, then you might like this playlist right here that's got all kinds of other recipes that I did in the same Ninja Crispi Microwave. If you're thinking about getting one of those, and it'll give you a lot of insight as to what you can do. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.